Hi everyone and welcome for that video about the near future, which is a tense I find quite easy because there's no irregulars, there's no exception to the rule. However, when I teach it in class, somehow students get confused about this tense, though I'm still not sure why. So I'm going to try and keep things as clear as possible in this video. So, when do you use that tense? Obviously, to talk about the future, but more specifically, to talk about what you are going to do or what is going to happen. So, important part here is what you are going to do. You cannot use this tense to say what you will do. I insist on that because what you will do, it's the simple future. There's already a video somewhere on the channel about that. Don't use the near future to talk about what you will do. The difference is, apart from the construction and the structure, it's that the near future is certainly in the future, but quite close to the present, whereas you want to use the simple future for an event that is a bit further in the future. So, let's see how you form this tense. To do that, I have written an example here. So, if you want to say, for example, I am going to do my homework, you would translate that bit with je vais faire. So, if I break this down, you've got your I, je, you've got am going here. If you say, in a different context and with another tense, if you say I am going to the supermarket, for example, you're using a present tense, so this, though it's used to build the near future, this part here is the present tense of the verb to go. I am going, present tense of the verb to go. You translate it exactly the same way with the verb to go in French in the present tense, which is je vais. And then, if you look at that, to do, you know, well, to do is obviously a doing word, so it's a verb, and it starts with to, which tells you that it is an infinitive. Now, all the infinitives that start with to in English, they will have three types of endings, three possible endings in French, either er, ir, or re. Turns out that to do is an re verb, and because you have an infinitive here in English, you use the exact same form in French and you put the infinitive faire. So if I summarize that in a rule, you've got your subject pronoun in both languages, I equals je. You've got the verb to go in the present tense in both languages, here I'm going and here vais, and you've got the verb faire, which is an infinitive in re, but you could have an infinitive in er or ir. So let's show you all the possible options that you can have. I use the color code hoping it will make things really clear to show you what stands for what. So, once again, all your subject pronouns here are in blue, the verb to go is in red, and you've got the equivalent in English here. So, if you want to say I am going, we've already seen here that it's je vais. Tu vas, you are going. Il or elle va, he or she is going. On va, we are going. The other nous, the other we, nous allons, we are going. Vous allez, you are going. And ils or elles vont, they are going. So that's your first part of the tense, the one that was here. Now, if you want to add an infinitive, obviously you can pick any verb you want. It depends what you're going to do. But the rule stays the same. Once again, no irregularities here. Let's pick the verb jouer. If you want to say, I am going to play. Well, I am going to play. Je vais. To play is an er verb. You keep that er when you say, I am going to play. Je vais jouer. No tricks, once again, no twisted way to adjust into French. You stick to the exact same pattern that you have in English. Let's pick another one. an IR1. So if you want to say you are going to finish is an IR verb. If you want to say you are going to finish, you keep the IR with you are going at the beginning. If we want to see another RE verb, he or she is going to wait, il or elle va, you keep your RE, attendre. Il va attendre, elle va attendre, he is going to wait, she is going to wait. Now, I told you there's no irregulars in that tense, but in all the other videos I've made so far, we have always had those verbs as irregulars. Well, here, they follow the normal pattern, so that's the beauty of that tense. It's that if you want to say, we are going to have a nice dinner tonight, to have is avoir. You keep it. Don't change a thing. We are going to have. If you want to say we are going to be late, for example, nous allons être. If you want to say you are going to do your homework, vous allez faire. Faire doesn't change. To do is faire. You keep the infinitive. That's the rule. Stick to it. No twisted way. The only thing that can be a bit confusing sometimes is when you want to say something with the verb to go in the near future. You keep the infinitive again, even if that may sound like a repetition. So if you want to say they are going to go, you will say ils vont aller. It can sound funny when you want to say you are going to go with the plural you. So vous allez aller. It sounds wrong, but it's still accurate in French. So even if it sounds weird, stick to the rule. Once again, no irregularities, so let's move on directly to a bit of practice. I am going to do the first example with you so that I can really show you how it's done. So the first example is we are going to revise. My we, I want to use on here. So when I want a specific pronoun, I've showed that to you in between the brackets. And to revise is the verb réviser, which is an infinitive in ER. So let's go back to the rule. I want to use, oh, you can barely see it. I want to use on. So we are going, on va. So far I've translated that here. And to translate the rest, all I need to do is to copy the infinitive. So on va réviser. And that's it. You've got your near future for that sentence. So take a few minutes, pause the video, and I'll mark the exercise in 5 seconds. Okay, let's go. So I am going to watch. I am going, look on the notes you might have taken. I am going je vais. This means to watch, so no need to change it. Je vais regarder, keep the ER, that's the mark of your infinitive. You are going to listen with tu. So tu, check. It works with va. Tu vas. Once again, keep the infinitive. Sorry, I forgot the S. Tu vas écouter, keep the ER. I'm not going to put the sheet back on every time, so pause the video if you want to double check your answers. She's going, elle va. To choose, IR verb, keep the IR, no difficulty, I hope. We are going to grow up. We are going with nous allons. And to grow up, grandir, which is an IR verb, keep it, there you go. You are going to learn with vous allez to learn, apprendre, which is an RE verb, keep it, again. And they are going to write, I don't care if you put il or elle, it doesn't make a difference. Ils vont and to write is écrire. That's it, you're sorted. So I hope it was clear because, once again, like I said, students tend to get confused where I think it's really an easy one. And on top of it, it's one of those you absolutely need at GCSE and even more at A-level. It's one of those you have to be able to express actions or events in the future. So make sure you've got either the near future, either the simple future in your repertoire, because you will need to have one of those. So there you go. That's it for today. Have fun with it, practice, and see you later.